Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. This is going to be a channeled reading on Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King's Day is on January 15th, today, when as this goes up. He would have been 95 years old today. And I want to see, what message Martin Luther King has for us on what would have been his 95th birthday, especially with everything going on in the United States and the world. Come on down. Let's see what Dr. King has message-wise for us. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. The core of the message, the signifying card, is the Three of Wands. This is often known as, this is a planning card. This is getting ready for opening day. This is waiting for your ship to come in. Waiting for that moment, that right moment to do what you need to do. And that moment is almost at hand. So right off the bat, what he's saying is there are big things coming and that we need to step up and meet the moment, meet the challenge that's coming towards us. Crossed with the Seven of Swords. People are trying to steal power. They're trying to take things of value. They're trying to take your rights and your freedoms. We've seen that with Trump, when he was first put into office, with his Muslim ban, trying to build a wall, and later with his Supreme Court justices taking away women's rights, reproductive rights, and going after the LGBTQ community. Black and brown people are going to be up there too. This is a fight that we have to get ready for. It's going to fight for our rights and pretty much for the survival of our country. He had his dream about people getting along and this country being successful, and now this is coming to a head. Passions are going to run strong. Passions are going to run deep on both sides. Those supporting an authoritarian style government in the U.S., the MAGA crowd, they're very passionate about what they want. We need to be equally passionate back, pushing back against this. And we outnumber them. Probably about 2 or 3 to 1 at least. Message for us. In the past, the Nine of Wands. This has been something that's been building. There's been lots of little fights along the way, preparing you for this big battle that's coming. And all sides are tired. All sides are exhausted with this fight. But we've got another fight coming. We've got the elections in 2024. We need to stand up and fight for our democracy. We also need these elections in 2024, not to put too fine a point on it, and I seldom put fine points on anything. I'm much more the Ace of Clubs than the Ace of Swords. This is fighting for, American democracy. This is fighting for the rights of the LGBTQ community. This is fighting for the rights of women. This is fighting for the rights of minorities and people of, religious backgrounds that aren't white Christian males. This is the fight for the very idea of democracy and people being treated equally. The current situation is the Ace of Pentacles. There's going to, there's a big financial push. A lot of this fight is brought on by the elites. And it's such a conspiracy theory term to refer to the elites, but it's the big money. It's the big money corporations. It's the extremely wealthy that they would be the ones in charge. Yeah, you'd have politicians in there and stuff like that. But right now it's the big money that's calling shots and telling folks what to do. It's one of the reasons why Republicans are doing crazy stuff. Russia's got compromise on them too, but this is kind of a global thing along those lines. The other part of Pentacles is about health. This is a year where you need to take care of your health as well, because it's going to be a long year. It's going to be a long fight. You can't allow yourself to get exhausted. Take care of yourself. It's going to be a strong emotional year. You need to take breaks every once in a while. I've heard many readers say this, and it's true. If you start getting overwhelmed and you start losing hope that we're going to win this and that they're going to steal your rights, it's okay to take a break. even any guard on the wall gets time off. They get breaks. And don't worry, there are plenty of us to man the wall. We'll all be there watching. We're going to raise the alarm if we need it, but take a break if you need it. Take care of your health. Take care of your emotional well-being. The victory depends on it. Take care of yourself. Take care of your emotions. Take care of your health. We're going to win this. We are going to win this. It looks like the bad guys win sometimes, but that's because they have dedicated news networks to cover them. And the media, for better or for worse, they like a conflict that looks like it's a 50-50 conflict because that scares people and gets them to pay attention to the story. A lot of the folks on the right, the Marjorie Taylor Greenes, Freedom Caucus type people, Lauren Boeberts, Matt Gaetz, they make lots and lots of noise. Everybody pay attention to me. And it makes them seem like they're more popular and stronger than they are. It's an illusion. It's just what they do to get attention. We will be victorious, but we've got to do the work. And it's hard work. This is not an easy thing when you're fighting for the very survival of your country. Because even though you outnumber them, even though there's plenty of us on the wall, they will resort to dirty tricks in order to get their way. Because if they win, then there's no punishment for the dirty tricks. There will be punishment if they pull the dirty tricks and they lose. That's why this victory is really, really important. Yes, it's a hard burden. Nobody is here to rescue us. We have to rescue ourselves. I'm sad to say that for the better part of 6 or 7 years, you've had readers like Lena Rodriguez, Marianne for Revealing Light Tarot, Linda G., among others, who have basically said, no, we've been looking for someone to save us. We've been looking to our politicians, our leaders, our military leaders to save us. Nobody was ever going to save us. And I know they've been saying that for 6 years, 7 years. This is for us to save. We have to roll up our sleeves and do it. Our democracy, we have to save it. It'd be great to have a hero come riding in like the hard-charging Knight of Swords, but we don't get that. The outcome that Dr. King wants to share with us is the Two of Pentacles. The compromise, the weighing of values, what's important and what's not important. Just like his fights for civil rights. He wanted civil rights to come to the United States, but there were forces that were trying to take away the rights and keep the rights away from African Americans in the United States. It was a long battle, constantly battling on this. He was fighting elites. He was fighting money. But he was going to be victorious. He knew he would win. It was going to be a hard battle. And he was making progress when he was assassinated. And assassinating him just made a martyr out of this. And it forced people to confront what was America really about? What were her values? Is this the America that we want? Was Dr. King's vision what we wanted America to be? And it turns out it was. The folks that are fighting this now, they want to go back. They want to undo all that. They're scared. And the funniest thing is, one of the things they're most scared about is that black people will treat them the same way that they treated black people. Like somehow, blacks will get some power and then they're going to lynch white people and they're going to take white people's stuff and they're going to, beat and whip white people for all the things that were done to them. And that's really not what the black community is about. Black community is all about, they just want to be treated with respect. They want to be left alone. They want the same opportunities. And if they want to work their butts off and succeed, they just don't want to be held back by the color of their skin. It's really, really simple. But it's also the same thing we're going through right now. Right now, it's people with red baseball caps versus everyone else. The red baseball caps are being funded by a lot of money. And we need to push back on this and take inspiration that we will succeed. We will win. And we likely will be able to win on the timeline of our choosing. Okay? That's the message I'm getting from Dr. King. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.